proud and happy about the young filmmakers, actors, singers, writers, producers that are coming up behind my generation. In particular, Barry Jenkins. Young people understand this young man made 10, 15, 20 short films before he got the opportunity to make Moonlight. So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson, Pete Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
Welcome, 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 welcome. You're in the studios of WLTT 1180 AM. It is Wednesday, August the 8th, 2018. We're coming to you out of the port city of Wilmington, North Carolina. The show is called No Covers Live, Straight Talk, No Chase. I'm your host, Dawood El-Amin. Happy to be back in the saddle this week. Oh, God, Monday's show was, I got some inboxes. Oh, wow. We're talking black business today. On Wednesday, we always talk business. Friday, we talk health. Monday, I guess Michael done got me glued in to talk politics on Monday. So we're gonna keep talking politics as always. And as it feels was in the business today, you feel like calling in. Call in 910-765-0097. The lines are open. 910-765-0097. I always say I don't bite. I will not bite you if you call in. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Michael. I see you on. Millie, how y'all doing out there on the Facebook Live audience coming in? Hope you all, well, after you finish today, will share, because I've got some important news to announce today when it comes to networking and supporting black business. You all know for probably the last 3 years, I have worked toward getting a North Carolina black business directory together. That directory did come to light. It is on my on my page. We use Google Blogger to advertise it. The idea was to eventually go into a app. My idea from the beginning was if I could get one state, it would be easy to get the next state and create an app. And in creating the app would be able to go download free into our phones. And when they go into our phones, we could go anywhere in the country and be able to pull up the app and create our black business base and be able to shop black business. Like I want to get my hair cut in Philadelphia, I could pull up black barbers in Philadelphia and it lists me all the barbers from the airport and give me the directions to the barbershop. That was the eventual idea. This idea came about from a friend of mine that I worked with, my former captain when I was in the Mars, James Everett. Me and him had an idea called economicblueprint.com. This was in 1998. We created economicblueprint.com. We were at that point trying to create a virtual mall. Make a long story short, I want to show you how you network and how we should network. And I'm going to testify today as the court. Here's how we network. Sometimes you have an idea and someone else may have the same idea and have improved on it. How do you respond when you see your idea come to light? A lot of times as black people, we get bent out of shape. I always say like this: ideas fall from the sky or they fall from heaven. Those that work the hardest improve the idea and are able to capitalize on it. That's just how it works. They fall. They don't just fall. When you have an idea, it just didn't fall on you. It fall and fell on somebody else too. And someone else may have worked harder. So today, I want to share with you how to support Black-owned. Here's what we're about to do in the North Carolina Black Business Directory. You all have been following. We have 3 directories now. We have the North Carolina Black Business Directory, the Washington, D.C. Black Business Directory, and we also have one in South Carolina that we've finished and developed as we speak right now. And we also are in Virginia. Those are the 4 states that I concentrated on in developing that directory. Right now, on your computers, on your phones, I want you to go, because we're going to launch this thing all big time. See, this is how you network. This is how you network. When someone has improved on your idea, you step back. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go to supportblackowned.com. On your computers, on your phone, wherever you're at, go to supportblackowned.com. I've already made contact with Black-owned. Hopefully we're reaching out. I'm doing this show today just for them, so that they can see our network. Because here's the idea. We're going to take our listing in the next 30 days, and we're going to put it into Support Black-owned. We're going to contact every Black business we have in North Carolina, Washington, D.C., South Carolina, Virginia, that's already in the No Covers network. So when you get your email box from me, you get your inbox from me, I want you to respond. We're going to go to supportblackowned.com. Okay? We're going to move. We're not asking permission. They've always given us permission. We're going to move the directory. I've had over probably about 350 listings in North Carolina, over about 400 in Washington, D.C., about 250 in Virginia, and about 300 over plus in South Carolina. We're in the next 30 days. We're going to type every last one of those listings. We're going to do the homework. We're going to do the legwork. We're going to put those listings in supportblackowned.com. I've reviewed their site for about 2 weeks. I've talked to I've sent some emails out to several folks that are already participating. I've talked to, I know Catch is one of them that is in the North Carolina directory, and Ronald Sparks. So if you go to that site and you push up North Carolina and Wilmington, you'll find those 2 listings already. We're going to flood Support Black-owned with every listing that we have and every listing we can find, because they've already done the homework. There's no use duplicating the wheel. You just stand down and you support somebody who's already running the race. That's how we have to support one another. And we're going to take the step here at WLTT 1180 and No Covers. And we're going to take that step and we're going to support Brother Ellison that's doing the work there at supportblackowned.com. We're going to make that site a national database. This is what we're going to do. We're going to show love and support, and we're going to push the program that's already in work. So that's what I want you all to do today for Black Business Wednesday. I want you to go to supportblackowned.com. It's one word, supportblackowned.com. Type it in, go to their website. If you have a business, go get the free business listing first. Do not, oh no, this is a catch now. Do not go sign up, or you're going to miss the benefits. If everything works out the way I hope it works out, we're going to be able to benefit ourselves as also help our brother at the same time. So inbox me, get the instruction, get the direction before you list. Because what we want to do is we want to let him know that the listings that are coming in are coming directly from our support. And we're going to mark everyone that we send in and let them know it's coming directly from our support. So we're going to be the first hand that reaches out, and then one hand scratches, one hand reaches and the other hand touches the other. That's how it works. It's called bartering. That's how we have to do business. That's how we have to support one another in business. We have to make sure we know what we want. We know what this person wants. Well, I'm going to reach out to you. When you reach out to me and we touch each other, we meet in the middle. That's how we have. I see Rosalind is online, Rosalind Real Estate. Rosalind, you still doing real estate? If you are, please, because I need you in the North Carolina Blacklisting down in Fayetteville. She's down in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She has a real estate firm that I think she's still working. And if you are, Rosalind, we need to get you in the directory. I see my daughter-in-law has also come online, Brooklyn. Tell Kashif I need to get him and his upstart business in the directory. Business, business, business. Michael Caraway, please show that video, share that video link that you while you on today. I got part of it on the way in. I want to watch the rest of it as I go home. Michael is one of those ones that I reach out to a lot because he does a lot of research, and he has shared a video with me on Black banking and how we can help support our Black banks. I don't know if you all got the listing I did on Black banks. There's a bank in Black bank in Winston-Salem that we supported about 3 months ago on the show, and we helped support that bank and trying to get our membership and our money into the bank. Here's what I've always said of banks, especially in your, hey Megan, how you doing? Here's what I've always said about banks, especially in our own area in North Carolina, and especially in our city. You know who has the power to the bank? You go see them every Sunday. That's why I'm glad to be here at WLTT with Bishop here, because he has some of the same ideas and philosophies that I share. See, that's who has the power for your banks. What needs to happen, well, I've said this for years, we need to take all that Sunday morning money and put it in one bank, be it Black owned or whatever owned. I mean, all of it, all that Sunday morning money, they need to get together and close the door and flip a coin. Take all of it and put it in one bank. That Sunday, you know what Sunday morning money I'm talking about. Yeah, that's Sunday morning money. You need to go in one bank. Then when Sister Johnson needs a house, she just goes to that one bank. When Sister Rudolph needs to go to car finance, she just goes to one bank. When Miss Jenkins needs to get, Mr. Jenkins needs to get that roof repaired in the house and don't have the money and need to get a small loan, they go to that one bank. Why? Because all that Sunday morning money is in one bank. That's how others do business, and we do business the wrong way. They put all their money, and thanks, Mike, for posting that video. They do all their money in one bank. Yes, you go down to Stein's downtown in Wilmington and watch where bank he goes to, and watch all his other folks go to the same bank. They usually deal with one bank president and one director. All the Chinese restaurants, Korean restaurants, they usually deal with one or two banks. They have all their money located in one central location. That way they can leverage the bank anytime they go in, they walk right past the gate and walk by the back. We need to empower our ministers to be able to do the same way. The way to do that is they go in a room and close the door and flip the coin. Pick a bank. And once they decide what bank they're going to go to in their particular city. I think we talked about this sometime before on the air. We've given this idea out to them many times. And then you can leverage the bank. Because why? You have ownership. Most of your churches are owned. That's property ownership. That money is tied to the people. And then when the people need, you'll be able to go into and leverage the bank. And don't just let the money sit and draw interest. There's a brother, there was a preacher out of Boston one time. I forget his name, but he was in Boston. He was doing great things. There's no reason why the houses of worship can't open a McDonald's franchise or a Wendy's franchise or a Black-owned restaurant. And then the people in the church go work the restaurant. Y'all know we put the best food on Sundays and Saturdays anyway with those fish fries and cookouts that we have. We have some of the best food around. Networking is what's going to get us over the hump. Us holding our hands behind our back, not going to get us anywhere. We have to learn to network with each other in order to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. 910-765-0097 is the number. Show you another example of networking. I'm going to show this today. You out online. This is a manuscript. I just got it sitting on the desk when I got in here. I've rather been trying to get it from this. This is how we network. This is an example of how we do business network. I have no covers, so No Covers is also a publishing company. Okay, so brother sent me his manuscript, Wilmington 10 Willie, by Willie Irving. And Willie Irving was one of the members of the Wilmington 10. And he wrote a manuscript. I had read it some time ago, and I asked him to give me a copy of it. Because brother had wrote it and had it typed out, but some kind of way he lost the drive. So that's how we got a network. What I have to do, and if there's a typist on air today, please inbox me. We have to take this and put it back electronically. Because nowadays this was written some time ago, but now we have to get it on electronic copy. We got to get this 100 and how many pages he got? What he got here? Willie got a 80-page manuscript. I got to get these 80 pages in typed into a drive so that I can put it into a Grammarly program and get an editor to edit it for me. And once we edit it, I'm going to show brother for free. I'm going to show him how to do the same thing we do with No Covers and move his book into a printed form so he can earn money, make money, with the stipulation that he comes up under No Covers Publishing. That's how we network. He doesn't have the income to do it, so I'm gonna do it for him. And once I do it for him, we're gonna bottom, we're gonna cut through the contract and cut through the chase and negotiate, and we see how he can make funds and I can make funds, and we can benefit, because what he wants is he wants his book in the hands of the people. What I want is I want a publishing company that's putting books in the hands of the people. So we both have an idea. Now we have to come together and formulate the idea and make it work. That's called networking. It's not costing me anything to get someone that can tell me cost me $3. I'll pay the typist to get it in electronic form, to get it to the editor, to get it to my editor, to get it print, get it edited. We'll do all that, eat that cost up front. Then when the brother has his books in hand, he's able to go out and sell the books or able to market it on Amazon and sell a few books. We'll reap the money back from that end. It's called networking. That's the way we have to begin to operate in this arena of Black economics. Now, when you're thinking about Black economics, I want you to think politically as well. Okay? When we're talking about Black economics and talking about, I want you, and I'm tied this in because Mike, if I don't, Michael gonna kill me if I don't tie in politics. The folks that you are electing in the office, you need to know where they stand on helping you business-wise, helping to facilitate loans in the community, helping to facilitate business incubators in the community, can help grow businesses. Most of the time we have ideas and we have wonderful ideas, we just don't have the financial power to do it. So we're going to have to, you already have those ideas you're just sitting on, those business ideas. Sometimes you're going to have to, you got to crawl before you can walk. So I'm saying this because I think my son listens all the time. He comes back and listens. My son has a mind like I do when it comes to business. I'm one of my middle son, my knee baby. He has a son, but he has a generational problem that young people have. We learn to crawl before we walk. Sometimes in this generation, we want to walk and run right away. And you have to learn how to sacrifice and crawl. You may have an idea in your head of a multi-million-dollar business, but you got to start somewhere. And if it means starting off building you a little web page and a little using Google for free, because a lot of times you can use Google for free, and starting off small and taking that idea and make small steps until you get the money to open up the multi-million-dollar business. That's how you have to do it. We don't have the resources like everybody else because we just talked about the banks. Most of us just can't walk in the bank and get a $10,000, $50,000 loan. If we could, we'd do it. Most of us just don't have the collateral up front to walk in or have someone to co-sign for us to walk in and be able to get the $50,000 to $200,000 business loans and open that idea up. So it's because we don't, and let me say this too, because Michael's video touches on that, and I want you to watch the video he's posted on his page. He probably posted on my page as well. A lot of these banks still are racist as well. Did I say that word? Yeah, I did. It's a reality. We still live in a society that picks one race over the other. That is reality that we're dealing with. Let's not act like it doesn't exist. So a lot of times, going into that bank, your credit report has to be 7, 800. Your credit rating has to be. You can't be late on a doctor's payment on yours, or you're gonna get denied. You already know how the game is played. So if you don't have that, first off, we will work on that and work on getting that cleaned up, because that's just how the game is played. They don't say, because they don't just come out and say, hey, we're not gonna give it to you. They can because by law they have to find some kind of stipulation within your criteria to keep and deny you from the loan. So you already know that going in. So then becomes having to use the network process. Networking. 4 or 5 of you have an idea, put it together and go. I'm going back to, I have to go back to Crossland, and every time I talk about Mr. Crossland, because I'm gonna ride by there today, and my wife probably gonna ask me the question she already asked. She's gonna stop today. Today is Wednesday. I don't stop the Crosslands on Wednesday because on Wednesday, Mr. Crossland goes all the way to Jacksonville and makes his run. How do you all? Man, this is what this. Let me share this with you real quick. This is what I get sometimes when I talk about Mr. Cross. I'm talking about Crosslands Beauty Supply Store. He's getting some free advertisement today. If he'll probably have to, I'll probably get in trouble later, but he's gonna get some free advertisement right now. You all that sit back and you have the long hair when I see it, and the weaves, and the you go to get it weaved in, and you all have had the beauty supply. So it irks me when I see you in Wilmington coming out of the Korean stores, especially the one on 17th Street, and especially the one on both 17th Street. They got us both ends of 17th Street. They got you blocked off. They got one over here by the new Food Line, and they got one by Stop and Go. When I see you come out those stores, it drives me insane, because I've been inside those stores, and I've been inside Crossland Beauty Supply Store and know that he has every product they have at the same reasonable price. He's not, it doesn't cost more. His prices are almost as reasonable, probably some cases lower than what they have. I've watched how this man stays open. You all don't know it, but let me share it with you. Every Wednesday, Mr. Crossland loads up his truck and he goes to Jacksonville and he makes his run. See, unlike this city, Jacksonville and those cities and the folks down there love Mr. Crossland, because every Wednesday he loads up his truck and he drives to Jacksonville. And he goes to every Black-owned shop in Jacksonville, every barber shop, every beauty salon, and he delivers them their product. They buy more products from him than Wilmington, the entire city of barbers and beauties. He loads up his truck, and that's how he's been staying in business some 15 years. He's been staying in business because every Wednesday he closes the shop down here and he goes to another city who supports Black-owned, who understands Black-owned. And that is how he is able to stay in business. Called networking. We need 100 people to have $1,000 by January 1, 2009. Got mine, Mike. My plan is to come together with an LLC, invest whatever the group agrees. It's not a get-rich-quick business idea. This is not a get-rich-quick business, but an attempt to build a power base in Wilmington. That means we start with 100K. Now, this is nothing new, because he shared this with me. This is called homework. Michael shared this with me about 2 months ago at the banquet. He already had this idea. Now he's ready to put it to work. He's already on the ground moving. So anybody in this network of no covers, he just gave you the format. It's 1,000 to get in. See, when I saw the folks in, and me and Mike talked about this, when I saw the folks at the Black Wall Street, they're talking about doing that. And I said, well, what are they doing? Well, I'm gonna put my money away. And I talked to James Everett about this. I was going to support the Black Wall Street effort. I'm like, why would I send my money way down there? I live in Wilmington. This brother's from Wilmington, y'all. His brother's from this city. He grew up in the city. He had a brother in this city that I knew his brother first. Our brother was one of the most funny. Brother could have been Ed Newton, other than Eddie Murphy, who used to sit in the barber shop with his brother Tony. And Tony used to sit in the barber shop at Frank's shop and tell some jokes all day long. He have us on the floor rolling. He was the Tone X of this city. If you put him and Tone together, I don't know which one came out on top. But I used to love Tony, and I met Michael not knowing that was his brother. And then Frankie said, you know, it's Tony's brother. I said, oh man, okay. Met Michael Caraway through Facebook, through media. And then we happened to show up. Now watch this, y'all. This is how God works. I'm sitting there walking at the anniversary of the Million Man March. I'm just walking around. I've got my little pieces of paper that I'm passing out for the No Covers Network. So I figured I'd pass out, if I get 100,000 pieces of paper out there in the hand, I get them on my network. And who do I run into? Standing in the march. There are 1 million people sitting out there. Here's Michael Caraway. I just bumped into him. And we sat and talked for a good minute, talked about some ideas, and been networking ever since. My son is in the Air Force, and I tell him, I say, you need any help, call Michael. $1,000, y'all, that's what he's saying. And I know where he's going to go with this. So he's done put it out. So that means run. I haven't said anything until he said go. Now that he said go, we moving. Everybody in the network, $1,000. We're going to talk about every Wednesday. We're going to talk about this $1,000 from here on out. January 1 is the deadline. Have your money. That gives you plenty of time. You should get your nickels, your dimes, credit together, because that is a formidable plan. We take 100. We'll get it, he capped it off. He capped it off at 100 with 1,000. Give us 100,000. Give us something to start with. See, when you got that, when you plan like that, see, there's no way that we can fail, because we networking and we going together strong. Now, with money like that, we go to Mr. Crossland or go to somebody and say, look here, because see, Crossland owns the property. That's the beauty of his business. He owns the property. People are like, how did my wife ask me when she said he stays in there? I said, he owns the property. Mr. Crossland told me, he said, never, this is what business advice he told me. He said, because I was going to open, I wanted to do a nail salon. And he said, Daoud, do not open a nail salon unless you own the property. That's why you've been so long as you haven't seen no covers, nails open, no covers natural. I still do nails. I haven't stopped. I still do them. Still working on my idea. Get the room set up for the meeting, Brother Theodore. Michael don't launch. We ready to go. Get the room set up. This is something we talked about a month ago. Get it ready. Yeah, I still do nails. I'm still in the process of going to school, completing and finishing up. Still working on the nail salon. Still working on the idea. But Mr. Carlson gave me a bit of advice I had to heed to. He said, brother, you be sitting in somebody else's shop for the next 20 years. So just keep doing your nails on the side. Keep doing your customers on the side. Work with the clientele you have. And then buy you a building for yourself so that your rent will always stay the same. That your building will always be there. And you don't have to ever worry about anybody telling you to get out. You own the property up under your feet. And then you can sit in there all day long and you're not stressed because your bills are paid for. Your electricity, water to pay for, but other than that, your rent is paid. You're not stressed. And I had the wheel. I said, Mr. Crossland, thanks for that advice. So No Covers Natural, look for it pretty soon. Look for it in the upcoming years once we get a building. Michael Caraway, thank you. $1,000 per person. We need 100 people setting up the room for the meeting. Brother Theodore. So that's 3,000 we already got, because Michael got his, Theodore got his, and I got mine. You get yours. Tell me when you want it. Brother Theodore's online right now. See, this is how we network, y'all. This is No Covers. But we network. Y'all get this tape, share it with your neighbor, share it with your friend. I'm going to replay it back on my page. Mike done launched it now. He said $1,000 per person. We need $1,000 to start off with 100K. That gives us 100K. Ready to invest and invest in an idea. Now I'm gonna follow the lead. Y'all throw $1,000. Y'all waste $1,000 in 2 months. Eating. You trying to figure out where you gonna get the $1,000 from? Eating. We'll talk about that more on Friday. That's simple. If you want to figure out, okay, so you all sitting there right now. We talking January. January 4th is on a Friday. January 4th. So I need you to bring your thanks, Inez. Oh, she see, this is called networking. She likes the dashiki because she told me the dashiki. It's called networking. You want one of these? And very reasonable prices and that it's called networking. Very reasonable. You want one? Inez Camel Eason. Hit her on the box, inbox her. She sells sundresses, some of the most beautiful sundresses. She sells sundresses too. I think a sundress is like $10 right in front of her house, right there. Go down 7th Street, right in front of her house, right there. Inez Eason Camel, right down 7th Street. Hey, she's right there. You get your sundresses, you can get your dashikis. She's right there. It's called networking. This is how we support Black-owned business, y'all. That's all it's about. Every Wednesday, this is what we do. We support Black-owned business. Tell them to tune in. You in the barbershop, tell them to cut it on Wednesday. WLTT 1180 AM, Facebook Live. This is when we do Black-owned businesses. That's what we do every Wednesday. We support a network. You got a business you own that needs to tell them click in, go to the page, put their business there. You're getting it on Wednesday. It's called networking. And as you're doing that, come support the radio station here at WLTT 1180 as well. Support what we're doing. Theodore says done. We got that done. Now back to getting your $1,000 together. You all are sitting there trying to figure out. You got January. So you got August. Half of this month gone. So we got September, October, November, December. You got 4 months. That's $250. You need $250 a month. Okay. You got to save $250. You're going to have to cut back somewhere for $250 a month. I got you. I said it. Eating. We're going back to Healthy Living Friday. $250 a month you waste in eating out in somebody else's kitchen. $250 a month you waste in habits that you can cut back on. You need $250 in October, November, December. September, October, November, December, 4 months. You need $250. You get that $250, meet us at the building, place the call, bring your $1,000, January 4th, 2009 on a Friday night. We want you to bring your $1,000 to the table, come in, join the 100 club, 100 member club, or the $100,000 club. That's what Mike gonna call. Well, Mike, give me a name for it. $100,000 club. That's what we're gonna start off with. And then we're going to start investing in properties here. This is called networking, y'all. This is what we do. This is why I so much love this station here. And Bishop Utley. I got to give him the props for allowing us to network to do this. Allowing us to do this. Sundress Boutique, $10 sundresses and up. International. And she also gave you her, she also has the website that she just put up. She also does travel as well. I saw that in the days. I thought about doing it. I just don't have the time. A lot of the business I don't have time for. Between this and writing this 4th book that I'm working on right now and trying to get Brother Willie's book out. We're going to get this out for Brother Willie. Wilmington 10 Willie by Willie Earl Barini. Look for that soon because it's not going to take me long to finish this up. Put it on Amazon for him. Put it through No Covers Publishing and we're going to get him out by the first of the year, hopefully, and get him out there. Hey, I appreciate you all that tuned in today online. As well as I got to run a little behind today. Appreciate you for tuning in. Friday is Healthy Living Friday. Got Hustle Muscle probably back in the house again on Friday. We missed last week, but we'll be back in because I told y'all where I was last week. And I had the funniest probation person in the world. He called me after the show. He listens to my show. He called me after the show. He said, "Boy, you nailed it." He works with me. He's a good guy. He listens to my show on a weekly basis. He said, "Man, he said I knew it was coming." He said, "I knew when you got it behind you, I knew it was coming." Because sometimes when you go through things, you have to understand why you're going through them. I understand why I had to go through what I'm going through and why. Because he's helping me see something. He's helping me see this person, this enemy that we have, how to maneuver around them and how to defeat them and network with the people and the team we have. No covers, y'all. That's what we call it. We say keep running. No covers. No covers. Keep running. It just means we're not covering up no more. We're not hiding no more. We coming out the closet. We coming out clean. We cold. We chilling. We relaxing. It has so much meaning in it when I say the term no covers. Unadulterated truth. That's what it is. It's unadulterated truth. It's truth. The real truth, the real knowledge that we need to kick to our people and help our people get free. That's all it's about. It's called No Covers. We'll be back to you on Friday here at the station with Healthy Living coming Friday, talking to my good man, Hustle Muscle, Eaton, Edward, Ian. See, we're at 4,000. Come, hold on. Let me, I got about 5. Let me, hold on, Mike. That's 4. That's 5. That's 4. That's Edward say 4. Can I get 5? Can we get 5,000 today? It was just 5,000. This gonna be every Wednesday, Mike. We're gonna add 100,000. Edward say he in. That's 4. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4,000. Theodore mine. Need one more for the day. And one more, we get 5 for the day. Next week. If I do, Mike, I'm calculating now. You got me thinking. This is called networking, y'all. That's what we do. We networking. So if I've got 4 shows a month on Wednesday, and that's 4 times 4 months, that's 16 shows. I got 16 Wednesdays to get $100,000. Okay, I got you, Mike. Need 5 today. One more. I need one more in. Bring your money January the 4th, 2009. Brother Theodore is getting the building set up. He's gonna put it together. Got you. Play that. Inez, can we get 5? We need 1,000. Did I get it? We got the 5, Mike? Oh, Mike, so we got the 5. Okay, so we got 5 for the day. So next Wednesday, we going, this is how it's going to work, Mike. We got 5 today. So I'm calculating the math. So next Wednesday, I want everybody that got 5 to bring somebody online to the show. This is going to be wonderful. This is going to be beautiful. I see this thing, Mike. What we're going to do next Wednesday, from here to next Wednesday, we want 10 next week. We're going to get 10,000 next week. So what we're going to do, we got the 5. We're going to 15 next week because I want everybody that got the 5, bring a guest or bring 2 people that got 1 next week. Have them online. I need them online on Facebook Live next week. We're going for the 10 on next Wednesday. It's called networking, y'all. It's called supporting Black businesses. It's called support Black owned. Don't forget to go to supporting the Black owned because I want them to see this, what we're doing, because we're going to support them as well. Got it. We got 5. Dan said we in. We in the house, y'all. That's 5. We got 5 right there. But we're going for 10 next week. So each one of us going to bring somebody, and you go bring somebody. I'm going to share, of course, I'm going to share the video all week. And we're going to hit Support Black Owned as well. SupportBlackOwned.com. I need you to go to that because I told them I was going to do the show today. And I want them to know that we're supporting them. And what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to put it's going to free me up. See, I look at it as freeing me up. I've already created the North Carolina Black Business Directory and the South Carolina. The app was going to send some, I'm going to get with them on the app later on, but it's going to free me up because I can go to my next project now because they have already done it. So I'm going to send the businesses over to them. And then I can free up to go do something else. I got other tasks I need to do, other books I need to work on, other things I need to do. It's going to free me up. So go to supportblackowned.com. Make sure you tag them or send them an inbox. And when you send them a message, tell them No Cover sent you. I want them to see how many people we sending them. Just inbox them on an email. Just inbox the email and say, hey, like your site, No Cover sent me. Let's do that for me today and keep pushing and keep running as always. Be back to you on Wednesday. We're going into that 10, Mike. We got it. We in the house. We in the house, Mike. I see it. I can see it. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. When the naysayers come, you 5 is already in, cut them off at the door. Because they're going to come now. You know they're going to come, y'all. I want you to cut them off at the door. When the naysayers come, well, what they going to do? Who they going to do this? Who the leader? Cut them off at the door. This is no, Mike just told you, this ain't no get rich quick screen. We sat at the table about a month ago and talked about this. This ain't nothing get rich quick. When the naysayers come, I want you to cut their head off right at the door. Because you're always naysayers. Or you know what's our spies watch your show now. See y'all on Wednesday, y'all. Peace and blessings. We out. Keep running as always.